Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background, sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mustangs about to kick it away and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how the...
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Still on his feet. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handoff from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play action fake. He's got his man. Oh, he got loose. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Give to the back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Knight.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking for a man. It's Cortez. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Touch pass on the line. Got room to work. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to really have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. You used to play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The plays, you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be over. Turn, let's see what the call is. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Unloads to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Looking to throw, it's Cortez. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Another big play, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Pocket breaking down. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executed perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on 1st down. throws into the middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job that they kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Volunteers are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Cortez. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start turning it on. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Davis. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Here's some pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for room. It's Singleton. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides the back and leaves it. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Cortez. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Knight. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Let's it fly. Touchdown, SMU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going downfield for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Matthews. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point was good. set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
Unloads it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Looking downfield, it's Cortez. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
He's got it on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Man, how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Firing to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his ball and wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking for room. It's Singleton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs will go for it here on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
With the run on first and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there and getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the Mustangs. They take the lead with the 6.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off play action on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. They can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Finds a man on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The screen, and watch out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Snagged in the middle. It's Davis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Let's go! Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Cortez. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Garcia. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
They're setting up the screen. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a first down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that has proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, SMU. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 33 over UCF. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Singleton. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Back to pass, it's Cortez. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a connection. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Gets away from one. He's got space. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Cortez. Got a man. It's Knight. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Here's a heat. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You need, and you maybe have blown your opportunity to win this football game. Your defense has to...
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown ball. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that's going to do it. That's going to be all. That's going to do it. What a play. Great job in execution. You get the touchdown. No ticks left. It's like a dream. And they're going to walk out of here with the win.